right, welcome back to another Raid Shadow Legends video with Blazing Corp. We are going to be going into the Doom Tower yet again, and we're going to be facing, we're going to be on floor 100 facing the Magma Dragon. Here, we're hoping not to take an L. We've got a new team kind of composition that we put together. So definitely don't want to hear this music at the end. Right? So yes, let's give it a shot next. All right, so we are here in floor 100 Magma Dragon here, and this is normal Doom Tower, so do keep that in mind. The majority of us mid-game guys are doing normal Doom Tower, so we can get not only the gear that we need to get into hard Doom Tower, but also get those excess champions in the secret rooms there. So definitely something we want to be doing is I'm putting out different comps here. I could do this with the team that I normally do it with, but I want to bring you one free-to-play legendary, which is Embrago, and then a 50 Bathist Draglord, and then now we've got some of the stables that I like in my team here. We've got Melga, Steel Girdle, Doom Priest, and we're trying out Taraghi the Frog here as well. So both Bathis and Taraghi the Frog not being fully mastered. They are having some utility in their kit, but the majority of why they're coming in is going to be because they can do provokes. So the more provokes you come in, the easier this level becomes, because the Magma Dragon actually hits pretty hard as he gets higher and higher into the Doom Tower. So we don't want him to spank us. Definitely not something we want to happen here. So let's take a look at the champions, see what we're going in, and what kind of stats we're rolling in here with. All right, but first, but not last, gonna be Embrago. So Embrago, we've got a few sets on here. So got a perception, we got a speed set. He was definitely re-kitted to have more crit damage. Still has high defensive rating here as well. So 45,000 hit points, 4,700 on the defense side of things. 194 speed, so built more for a clan boss type of build instead of into the 200s. We got 89 crit rate, 175 crit damage. We do wish that was around 250 there. You'd be hitting more like Alton. He does hit more like Alton in the clan boss, so I'm not super worried on that side. And then we have 198 on the accuracy side, so he can hit a few of his debuffs that we need him to hit. All right, so on to the next person. Here we got Taraghi the Frog. Pretty well kitted, actually. Kitted up for a clan boss setup, but it's never a bad thing to actually put a health-based champion here in stalwart gear. So do keep that in mind as you are looking at kitting out your health-based champions. So 66,000 hit points. We got 1,600 attack, 2,300 defense, 205 speed. We got 336 resistance, so he's not going to have too much of an issue anywhere in the Doom Tower here. And then we have 253 accuracy. Now, do we wish that accuracy was a little higher? Yes. We can bring people in to kind of offset that if we need to with like a nice aura. So not super worried there that he's not going to hit his abilities. We've got no masteries on him. We are trying to get the scrolls, but we got no masteries on him right now. Yeah, it is what it is there. We got Doom Priest next. So Doom Priest, she's got fully mastered. As I've mentioned several times before, she needs to be re-kitted to have high resistance. Actually, we might do that. Yeah, we might do that actually sooner rather than later. I do got to get rid of a bunch of gear. So that actually might be on the table here. 46,000 hit points, 2,200 attack, 2,100 defense, 184 speed, 113 crit rate. We've got 129 crit damage, 167 resistance. It is going to be hard to re-kit her, but I might just get rid of all the attack here as much as I can. Focus on defense and crit rate, crit damage, of course. Actually, more crit rate than crit damage, to tell you the truth. And then high resistance here, because she is fully a support. She's definitely a support build on that side of things. All right, so who's the last champion we got coming? Should be Ursula the Mourner. Here she is fully mastered. As you can see with the people who are coming into this particular battle, we've got higher resistances here than the average. So what do we got here so far? 64,000 hit points, 2,000 attack, 2,200 defense. We've got 216 speed, 238 crit, resistance, and then 356 accuracy. So we definitely focus on the accuracy side of things. We are going to get this over 300 once we have the Great Halls booked out, and the accuracy will be way over 400 when we have the Great Hall booked out. All right, so let's keep. So we've got basics of our team down. Her skills are fully maxed out. Took a ridiculous amount of books to do that, but we do what we got to do as it is. All right, so we forgot to do Bath is here. Let's find him. Where is he? Bath is there. You are. So he's a 50. I saw him sitting in my vault and hadn't really played around with him whatsoever. As we're doing our champion training here, I'm just trying to get people out of the vault, get them kind of into some gear, so that we can make. I do want to finish up the faction wars in each of the different factions. So, because I'd love to get Lydia the Death Siren. I know that she will be fantastic for my group. So that's for sure. You cannot go wrong. Because once I get Lydia the Death Siren, if you build her out properly, this is gonna be me. Yep, at the top of the Doom Tower, hard, just crushing it. So as it is, we've got him, and actually he's like fully kitted out pretty nicely. We just gotta get him in probably an accuracy. Yeah, get him in an accuracy banner, and we should be okay. I guess we're sacrificing resistance in his particular build here right now. He's got a little bit of masteries on him, but we're gonna bring him down the most likely defensive and offensive trees here, and we're gonna try to get probably something like, because he reflects 30% of the shields. Now it's damage. It's not actually. It's damage that he receives. So if he's under a shield, he is not going to reflect damage back. That is a super important thing that I've realized as I've been testing him out here. but it is kind of a nice thing. So I think I might go and get Giant Slayer so that even if he's reflecting back 0, he has that chance to hit a Giant Slayer proc every time he gets hit. So he's got no books on. So yeah, this is gonna be fun here. But he does have that decrease attack on his A1 and the provoke on his A3 here. So we'll get him going, and then allied defense in faction wars. All right, so let's get this party going here and see how we do. All right, so main thing here is just having provokes here. It's not a terribly difficult boss. You just need to make sure you got provokes in here. I would bring in at least 1 provoker here, but if you bring in 3, then you're much better off. So we've got 3 in this particular team here with the amount of, I guess, like we don't have much damage coming out of this particular group. So we're actually just trusting that Embrago is going to be our main damage dealer. He also brings a lot of utility to the team with the increased defense, his provoke, his decrease attack, and his ability to, on his passive, share 10% of his total defense here with the team. So that is super important. So it brings our guys who are in that 2,000, 2,200 range, right up into the 3,000 range, and then probably into 40 some odd at that 4,200, 4,300 range. Once it's all said and done, once they have the extra defense on them. So you can see here, he's got quite well. One of them is going to be hitting a provoke here for the most part, and we should be able to, with 3 decrease attack guys in this group, we should be able to keep decrease attack on the whole time. Of course, if you're having more of a trouble, if you don't have crazy gear, I don't have crazy gear, but let's say you had even crappier gear than this, you'd probably want to make these guys kind of stagger their abilities so that they don't have any weird stuff happen where you don't have a provoke on or you don't have a decrease attack and then possibly get wiped here. Now I didn't really want to set that up this way for myself because it just didn't make sense. My characters are strong enough, they're built out properly enough for the most part. Here could probably use a rekit. Well, we know we're gonna do a rekit on Doom Priest to get her into more high resistance gear. Now, yeah, if you do have, and that's one reason I brought in Melga Steel Girdle. First thing, she's not really gonna be. She's gonna resist everything for the most part here, except for the unresistible things, and then she is going to pick anybody up who does fall down. So we do want to make sure that we do that. So that's super important because, yeah, you never know what can happen with any of these runs. Something can always go wrong.
Bruh.
Right? So, yeah, you can't go wrong there. So bringing in someone where you have the ability to pick someone up, put a shield on them, make sure that if they do get hit, they'll be okay, is a good thing. Right, so yeah, you can't go wrong there. Now, besides that, here, this is a team that's more of a slow burn. Here, you got to make sure you don't bring in any HP burns. I made that mistake, and that's one reason you do not see Under Priest Brogni in here on that random 3% chance, even though he has low accuracy, that he will put out a HP burn and the Magma Dragon will heal itself. We definitely don't want that because, this is what's basically going to happen in that case. And we definitely don't want that here because we will look like idiots and we definitely don't want to look like idiots. And then have
mission failed. We'll get them next time.
Exactly. You definitely don't want that here. So besides that, if you keep those things in mind, you should be fine. Decrease attack. Have more than one provoker in there. If you only have one provoker, then you got to be more careful. Bring in some more revivers. Bring in some more heals like Silver Drakes. There would be a really good person to have in here. If you don't have like a Melga Steel Girdle, because she has passive heal, she also has revive there. Now, if you're bringing Syl in, it becomes a little bit more difficult because she's weak. She's weak affinity, but you're not bringing her in for. She's defensive based anyway, so you can build her with high defense and be pretty okay that you'll get through this level. Pretty much like with no issues on that side of things. So not super concerned that anything like that will happen if you bring Syl the Drakes in here. Now, I always like someone that has a little bit of a shield in here. You kind of can't go wrong having some shields. So I got two shielders in here. So one Taraghi the Frog. His shield's kind of weak sauce, but any shield's a good shield. And then having Melga Steel Girdle in here for some more shields as well. So we got a lot of coverage in this particular battle here, which is important. It's good to have like a good wide range of coverage that you can have in your group. All right, so not a bad win at all. All right, so we got to the finish line here. I would say did I like Bathis in here? Yes, I did because of a consistent provoke. Here, would I probably lock out? Actually, I probably wouldn't lock out any of his skills. He was fine as is. One thing I did realize was he cannot reflect damage unless he's getting hurt. So he doesn't just reflect damage for reflecting. He doesn't just reflect attack, I should say, like most reflections work. He actually has to reflect damage that he takes. So that's kind of a crappy thing there, but for the most part, having a double shield didn't really hurt whatsoever. So totally fine with it. As is, he still did more damage than Taraghi the Frog here, Doom Priest, and Melga. So yeah, he did his job. He's defensive based too, so I always like a defensive based champion over an attack champion any day of the week. I think actually most support champions should be defensive based. It just should be the way it is here. But yeah, I guess with anything that is like this, you can't really tell Plarium what to do here because they're gonna have their load up, right? So yeah, is what it is. But hey, if we can get more defensive champions, cha-ching, we can definitely do that for sure. Thank you so much here, guys. Oh, our MVP, Embrago for sure, 100%. There, I'll take him to the bank all day. I really love Embrago. I've loved him for a long time. Obviously, I've been using different champions now as we're going through the Doom Tower here, but he's still on my team that runs the waves in Doom Tower. So he's still used quite a bit here. Still a fantastic champion. No problems using him everywhere that I can. All right, guys, have a fantastic day. Hey, no Ninja Watchers. Make sure if you're watching this video, go ahead, click that like button, please. Hit that subscription button. It costs you nothing except 2 seconds of your time. Hit those buttons there. Let's get to 100 subscribers. Then we'll move on from there. We'll put a new goal going from there. We got 25 to get to 100 subscribers. Let's go. Have a fantastic day, guys, and we're going to see you again next time. Let's chat then.